Dante's responding here, Dante Colon, to Coconut Cane, but the rest of the U family as well, saying if you had to look at this year's schedule, incorporate the new staff changes, the addition of De'Aaron King, Manny having been humbled greatly in 2019. So that's a kind of a very subjective statement there, because we don't know if he's going to be able to correct the issues from 2019 and bounce back from that, or if that's the head coach that Manny Diaz is. We don't know that.
Right.
Where do you see the 5 losses? And again, this is not a comment necessarily for us. It's for Coconut Cane. The only thing that I will say about this, and I stated this the other day when asked about win projections, and it's obviously this is just fodder for the offseason. It's fun to talk about, but they're going to hit the field hopefully in August and prepare for 4 weeks to get ready for a season. Then they're going to go out there, and regardless of what any of us think about the schedule and about their talent, they're going to have to go out there and perform. And whether that results in 10-2 or 6-6 or whatever it is. Last season, I made the statement in projecting their win total when I actually made a prediction in August that there were only 2 teams on their schedule that had comparable talent. And that didn't mean better talent. That just meant comparable talent. And I thought Florida didn't necessarily have better talent, but I just had more confidence in Dan Mullen being there and them being together as a program for a longer period of time. So Florida obviously proved to be a better team, although the game on the field was razor close. But over the course of a season, Florida was a better team and won that game. And Florida State has comparable talent. Now, obviously, we won the game by 17 points. So I looked at that schedule and said, there's only 2 teams. They could go undefeated. There's not like Clemson or Alabama's not on the schedule. They could go undefeated against the schedule. But I'm going to say that there are 2 teams with comparable talent. And this is, again, 2019. But I picked them to go 8-4 because I had a level of confidence, and that's probably not the right word, that they would mess up some games. And I actually they were going to mess up. And so they finished 8-4 because I had a lot of people throwing darts at me for picking them to go 8-4, saying, where do you find the 4 losses? And I said, you know what? I don't know where they're going to come, but I'm pretty confident they're coming.
They will. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, they were going to pop up. Yeah.
And they lost 6.
Yeah. Regular season 6.
Yeah.
It hurts us because we all want to see, when we look at that U, we still see rings around it. We still see championships around it. But then you have to think about what has been proven up until this point. And unfortunately, there's teams that we have not beaten on a consistent level to be able to pencil in W's next to their names anymore. I mean, a 2-game losing streak to Duke. A 2-game losing streak to Duke in football. Unacceptable. Yeah, that's last year. Yeah, it's last decade. But at the same time, it isn't about where we see the 5 losses. It's the fact that over the last decade and a half, these things have continued to happen. And we have not seen anything to prove to us on the football field, not spring ball, not off season, not recruiting. We haven't seen anything on the football field yet to prove to us that we shouldn't put 4 or 5 losses on the Miami Hurricanes schedule. Until proven otherwise, they're there.
So here are the regular season records for Miami going backwards. And of course, the Wholesome One could fill these in. And I could probably strain and think about it and come up with them, but I got them right in front of us. So this is regular season. I'm not counting the bowl since we're talking about the regular season schedule. We don't know who they're going to play in the postseason or if they're going to play in an ACC championship game. 6-6, 7-5, 10-1, 8-4, 8-4, 6-6, 9-3, 7-5, 6-6, 7-5, 9-3, 7-5, 5-7, 6-6, 9-2, and 8-3 takes us back to 2004 and 2003. That was the 10-2 season and the win over Florida State in the Orange Bowl.